Hello everyone, welcome to Astroamsa. So today I'm going to discuss about the basic meaning of debilitated planets. I'll be starting with the series of debilitated planets, but there is a lot of fear about debilitated planets, so it's imperative to first understand what is what, okay? So let's begin with today's video. Now, first we need to understand what it means by debilitation. Does that mean it is weak? Does that mean it is evil or malefic? Okay, so let's first understand that. Okay, now let's imagine planets as humans. Okay, and assume the planet is you. Okay, now you are asked to stay at a particular place, okay, particular relative's place or any place, maybe because of a certain job or something else. Okay, you're forced to stay there and you have no other choice, okay, but to stay at this place, okay, where you're not very comfortable and you don't like that place, okay, because that place is contradictory to your nature and it is also toxic for your growth, okay, but you have to obey them, okay, but you have to stay there, okay, as you can't fulfill that job responsibility, okay, and pay the bills, okay, and they'll ask you to get out, okay. So, what will happen in that situation? Okay, imagine like that. You'll be irritated, frustrated, feel restricted. Amount of dislike will keep on mounting, and uh, it will urge you to escape from that situation. Okay, to get away from that situation. Okay, and you won't be able to function at your very best. Right? Growth will be restricted. So, similarly, planets placed in a particular sign which is contradictory to its nature makes them feel frustrated, restricted, and they don't function at their best level. When a child receives a particular environment where there is love, peace, comfort, and growth, child will feel motivated and will grow beyond its highest potential as well. On the contrary, if there are quarrels in the house or if the environment is not very conducive, okay, for child, then child won't feel at peace and thus won't grow even at its basic potential. See, seeds we plant needless has to be of higher quality, but the growth doesn't just depend solely on it. Even the environment, the right amount of rain and sunlight is needed for the growth of plant, right? Similarly is the case of a debilitated planet, but here it is a placement and not a transit. Transit is a short-term stay, okay? Uh, Here it is a placement, so planet has to stay here for a long time, okay? So what happens when you have to stay in a job you dislike, but you need at the same time to pay your bills, right? So at starting in the starting you'll feel frustrated, right? You will feel that where have you landed, okay, what kind of job you have taken, okay, but soon because you need that job you'll start accepting it, okay, you'll start getting accustomed to that environment. You'll try to grow in that environment, okay, you'll try to grow yourself there with limitations. So a debilitated planet tries to get accustomed to that comfortable environment, and it tries to grow there in a very different manner, okay. The planet is still not at its very best to protect its significance and how significance, and also optimally utilize the significance. So debilitated planet is not considered good and functioning at its very best, okay. When you are not at your very best, when things don't turn out as you desired, you become a different person, right? And that different person may be you may become evil, weak, or strong and fearless, okay, but the significance, the nature changes for sure, right? So when we don't like coding but we are forced into that software engineering and do coding, okay, we'll do everything except coding, okay, except engineering, right? So see, the nature changes, the nature, we start to find ways in that environment where we not which we don't like it, right? Like see, similarly is the case of a debilitated planet. Like see, Mercury is debilitated in the sign of Pisces, okay. Now Pisces is a spiritual and a creative sign, okay, whereas Mercury is a very logical, analytical, mathematical kind of a planet, okay, and it is very calculative planet, okay. So here it is being the environment of Pisces is not very conducive for Mercury, because it's very contradictory to its nature, okay. But soon Mercury tries to get adapt to that surrounding, and it this placement, okay, shows the creative side of okay, the creative significance, okay. See, everything has a good thing and a bad thing simultaneously, okay. So it is not like that if it is debilitated so it's very bad or something like that, okay. Both it has something good in it as well, and it has something bad in it as well, okay. And also you have to see the aspects and the nakshatras as well, okay. That also makes a difference. Now let's talk about each planet and their debilitated signs, okay. Debilitation signs. I'll do a series of all the planet one by one, talking in detail in future, but for now let's understand the basic, the signs, okay, where each planet is debilitated. Now we have 9 planets, okay. Sun is debilitated in the sign of Libra. Moon is debilitated in the sign of Scorpio. Mars is debilitated in the sign of Cancer. Mercury is debilitated in the sign of Pisces. Jupiter is debilitated in the sign of Capricorn. Venus is debilitated in the sign of Virgo. Saturn in the sign of Aries. Now, nodes of the moon, okay, Rahu and Ketu. See, there are contradictory views regarding Rahu and Ketu. Rahu is debilitated in the sign of either Scorpio or Sagittarius, and Ketu is debilitated in the sign of Taurus or Gemini. Now, there are different views, okay, about exaltation and debilitation, okay. Rahu is also considered exalted in the sign of Gemini, and Ketu in the sign of Sagittarius, okay. Now see, you can consider the signs as experience you have, okay, as you have had experience with this kind of significance, and what you feel, right, what you have observed, okay. And you may also share your thoughts based on your observations, okay. Your insights will be added knowledge. However, I have found Taurus and Scorpio to be working for me. Okay, so I consider Taurus to be debilitated sign of Ketu and exalted sign of Rahu, whereas Scorpio the exalted sign of Ketu and debilitated sign of Rahu. Okay, so that's what I've been using it since a long time. Okay, I'm considering that significance, but it may like you may have different observations, different experience. You can share that in comments, okay. We'll be talking about in detail about this the nodes when I talk about Rahu and Ketu specifically, okay. So yeah, this is you can also read on your screen, okay. These are the signs of debilitation for the particular planets, okay. So in my next video I'll be discussing about debilitated planets one by one, the series I'll start with it, okay. So yeah, this was all about debilitated planets. I hope it resonated with you. If you found it helpful, do like, comment, share and subscribe. Your subscription motivates me to keep making more such videos for you. I also do personal readings. If you're interested in consultations, details are given in the description below. It's all for today. Thank you for watching.